Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into something that could seriously change your career.
Hmm.
As a software tester, it's about making money with generative AI, and we've got a great article here called "Top 10 Ways Software Testers Can Make Money with Generative AI Skills." And let me tell you, it is packed with inspiring stories
Hmm.
and practical ideas.
What's really exciting is that, you know, generative AI is totally reshaping like the whole landscape of software testing, and we're seeing this huge demand for testers who can use these tools, for really efficient and effective testing, and that translates into a lot of exciting new opportunities.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it. The article starts off by talking about how AI is revolutionizing test case generation. That often tedious process of writing out all those test cases.
Exactly. It's
Hmm.
traditionally been so time consuming, but now we've got these tools like ChatGPT that can automate like a huge chunk of that work. Imagine just like feeding your requirements into an AI and then getting back this like comprehensive suite of test cases, ready to go. It's a game changer for efficiency.
Yeah, for sure. The article actually highlights this guy named Liam, a text automation consultant
Yeah.
who used AI to generate over 1,000 test cases for an e-commerce platform.
And here's the kicker. He saved his client like a whopping 10,000 pounds in manual labor costs and earned himself 2,000 pounds for the project. That's the kind of win-win we're talking about.
Wow, 10,000 pounds. That's incredible. Did Liam say anything about how long it took him to set up the AI solution?
It really varies, depending on the complexity of the project and the AI tools that are being used. But the point is that even if it takes, a bit of time to get up and running, the return on investment can be massive.
That makes sense. It's like investing in any new skill, right? You
Mm.
put in the effort up front, and then it pays off big time down the line.
Exactly. And speaking of valuable skills, another area where AI is making a big splash is in the generation of synthetic test data.
Now, this is something I've been curious about. Synthetic data, it sounds a bit like science fiction to me. Can you just break it down for us, like how it actually works in testing?
Absolutely. So imagine you're testing a system that deals with, sensitive user data, like a healthcare application or a financial platform.
Right, you can't just go throwing around people's medical records or bank
Yeah,
statements.
exactly. And that's where synthetic data comes in. AI algorithms can analyze those real data sets
Right.
and then generate synthetic data that mimics the patterns and characteristics of the real data, but without containing any actual sensitive information.
So it's like creating a safe, fictional version of the real data to play with.
That's a great way to put it. The article gives this example of Sarah, a freelance tester, who used AI to create synthetic data for a bank's loan system. She made 1,500 pounds for the project. But more importantly, she helped the bank avoid all those potential, legal headaches by ensuring data privacy.
Hold on, synthetic data mimicking real user behavior for a bank. How did she make sure it covered? Like
Mm.
all those edge cases and complex financial scenarios, the kind of stuff that banks deal with. That seems really tricky.
Yeah, that's a great question, and that's really where the expertise of the tester comes in. You need to understand, all the nuances of the system you're testing,
Hmm.
the types of data it handles, and the potential, edge cases that need to be covered.
So it's not just about letting the AI run wild and just generate any old data.
Yeah,
You need to guide it and make sure it's producing data that's truly representative of, the real world scenarios that your system's going to encounter.
exactly. And there are tools and techniques that allow you to, really fine tune that data generation process. You can specify the types of data you need, the distribution of values, and even the relationships between different data points.
That makes a lot of sense. So you're essentially using your test and expertise to train the AI to create the most effective synthetic data for your specific needs.
Precisely. Now, let's move on to another area where AI is making a big impact: bug hunting. Can AI really help us find those pesky bugs more efficiently?
This is where it gets really interesting for me. I always feel kind of like a detective when I'm tracking down bugs. Can AI be my new partner in crime solving?
Absolutely. AI models can be trained on like mountains of historical bug data, allowing them to learn patterns and then identify potential issues that traditional testing methods might miss. Think of it as having a superpowered bug detective on your team.
That's a cool way to put it. So the AI is basically learning from past mistakes and then using that knowledge to sniff out new bugs before they cause any problems.
You got it. And the article highlights a great example of this with John, who developed a bug detection AI model for a gaming company. His AI caught some really critical bugs that traditional testing had missed, saving the company from like potentially disastrous
Yeah.
and costly downtimes.
Okay, so John's AI is saving the day, preventing those game-breaking glitches. Did the article say what kind of bugs John's AI was particularly good at finding? Was it specific to the gaming world?
That's that's a really insightful question, and it highlights a really crucial point about AI in testing. The effectiveness of an AI model often depends on how well it's trained for a specific domain or type of software.
So it's not like there's one magic AI that can find any bug in any software. You need to tailor it to the specific needs of your project.
Exactly. John likely trained his AI model on data that was specific to game development, which means it would be especially adept at finding bugs common in that domain, and that's something you can replicate, for your own niche.
That's a really interesting point. So if I'm working in, say, financial software testing, I could potentially train an AI model on data from past financial software bugs
Yeah.
to create like a specialized bug hunting tool.
Exactly. And that's where things start to get really exciting. You can leverage AI to not only improve your own, test and efficiency, but also to develop new tools and services that you can offer to others.
So not only can AI help me find bugs faster, but it can also open up new career paths and income opportunities. This is starting to sound pretty amazing.
It absolutely is, and we're just scratching the surface here. There's a whole world of possibilities waiting to be explored.
All right, I'm hooked. Let's keep diving deeper into this. What else does this article have in store for us?
Well, we've talked about how AI can help us generate test cases,
Mm-hmm.
and hunt down bugs. But what if you could actually like teach these skills to other testing teams? That's where things get really interesting.
Oh, I like where you're going with this. So instead of just using AI to improve my own testing, I could become like the expert who empowers others to embrace AI. That's a whole new level.
Exactly. And the article highlights a fantastic example of this with Emma, a freelance trainer who designed a 5-part training program on AI in testing. She earned
Yeah.
2,500 pounds for the program. And more importantly, she equipped a whole team with the skills and knowledge to leverage AI for more efficient and effective testing.
Okay, so Emma's basically like packaging her AI expertise
Yeah.
and then sharing it with others. What kind of stuff would she include in a training program like that? Like, what are the key skills that testers need to learn to really thrive in this AI-driven world?
That's a great question. I think first and foremost, a solid understanding of testing fundamentals is crucial. AI tools are incredibly powerful, but they can't replace a tester's knowledge of testing methodologies,
Mhm.
best practices, and the software development lifecycle.
So it's not like you could just, throw AI at a problem and expect it to magically solve everything.
Yeah.
You still need that human expertise
Yeah.
and understanding of the testing process.
Absolutely. AI is a tool to enhance, your existing skills, not a substitute for them. But in addition to testing fundamentals, it's also really helpful to have some familiarity with AI concepts.
Okay, so we're talking about things like machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, all those buzzwords that get thrown around. Do I need to become like a data scientist to work with AI in testing?
Not at all. You don't need to be an AI expert, but a basic understanding of these concepts will go a long way in helping you leverage AI effectively. For example, understanding how natural language processing or NLP works is key for automating tasks like test case writing.
Ah, that makes sense. NLP is how AI understands human language, right? So if you want to train an AI to like write test cases based on your requirements, you need to kind of understand how it's processing and interpreting that information.
Exactly. And that's something that Emma's training program likely covered,
Yeah.
equipping testers with the skills to not just use AI-powered tools,
No.
but to really understand the underlying principle.
That's really smart. So you're not just teaching people how to use a specific tool,
Yeah.
but you're giving them like the knowledge to adapt and evolve
Yeah.
as AI technology continues to advance.
Precisely. And speaking of adapting and evolving, the article also talks about the potential for creating custom AI tools that are tailored to specific testing needs.
Okay, now we're getting into some seriously advanced territory. We're talking about like building our own AI solutions.
Exactly. Imagine developing an AI that can, automatically test user interfaces for accessibility, or a tool that checks for compatibility across hundreds of different devices.
I'm picturing this AI that's just tirelessly working in the background, running through all those tedious tests. That would take me hours to do manually. That sounds amazing.
And incredibly lucrative. The article mentions Alex, who built a custom AI compatibility tool for a telecom company. His tool slashed test-in time by 50%, earning him £4,000 and saving the company a ton of time and resources.
So Alex is basically creating his own like niche within the AI testing world, offering a specialized service that companies are willing to pay top dollar for. That's brilliant.
It is, and it shows that there's this huge market for custom AI testing solutions. But even if you're, not ready to build your own AI tools from scratch, there are still tons of opportunities to leverage AI in your freelance work.
Right, because not everyone is going to be an AI coding whiz like Alex.
Yeah.
But we can still benefit from the AI revolution, right?
Absolutely. Platforms like Tesslio and Test.ai are already connecting testers with AI-powered projects,
Yeah.
giving you the chance to, work on cutting-edge testing challenges without having to build everything from scratch.
So having access to these powerful AI tools and resources without the steep learning curve of building your own solutions, that's a huge advantage.
Exactly. And the article highlights a great example of this with Clara, who used Test.ai to manage load testing for a mobile app. She completed the project in just 3 days and earned £2,000.
Wow, 3 days. Load testing can be a real beast, and
Yeah.
especially for complex mobile apps. What was it about Test.ai that made her so efficient?
Well, Test.ai offers this range of AI-powered tools for test automation, including load testing. It can simulate thousands of virtual users interacting with your app, putting it through its paces to identify performance bottlenecks and ensure that it can handle real-world traffic.
So instead of manually setting up and managing all those virtual users, Clara could just leverage Test.ai's AI to streamline that whole process. That's a huge time saver.
It is, and it demonstrates how even without, advanced AI coding skills, you can still leverage existing AI-powered platforms to enhance your efficiency.
Yeah.
And take on more complex projects.
This is making me rethink my whole freelance strategy. It's like a whole new world of possibilities has opened up.
It really is. And it's not just about, freelance work. These same AI skills can also help you land a lucrative full-time position.
Now you're talking my language. I'm always on the lookout for ways to boost my earning potential. How exactly can AI help me stand out, in the job market?
Well, remember how we talked about building that strong portfolio, showcasing your AI testing skills? That's absolutely key.
Right, because employers want to see concrete examples of how you've used AI to solve real world testing challenges.
Exactly. And the article tells the story of Laura, who built this detailed portfolio focusing on automated test generation and synthetic data use cases. This portfolio helped her land a full-time position with a £60,000 annual salary.
Okay, £60,000. That's seriously impressive. What kind of details did she include in her portfolio? I'm guessing it wasn't just a list of, AI tools she knew how to use.
Definitely not. She went beyond just listen tools and skills. She highlighted specific projects where she used AI to achieve, impressive results, like significantly reducing testing time or identifying critical bugs that traditional methods had missed.
So she's basically telling a story with her portfolio. Showcasing her problem-solving abilities and the impact she's made using AI.
Exactly. And that's what makes a portfolio stand out. It's not just about what you know, but how you've applied that knowledge to deliver tangible results.
That's a great point. I'm starting to realize that that AI isn't just a technical skill.
Yeah.
It's a way of thinking, a problem-solving mindset.
Yeah.
That can be applied across the entire testing process.
You're absolutely right. And that's what makes it so valuable. It's not just about learning a specific tool or technique. It's about embracing a whole new approach to testing.
All right, so we've seen how AI can help us write test cases, find bugs, train others, build custom tools, and even land amazing jobs. But we've also talked about how important it is to have that that foundational testing knowledge. What if you're already a seasoned tester? Super comfortable with traditional methods. How do you even begin to integrate AI into your workflow? It can feel a bit overwhelming, right?
It definitely can. But I think the key is to, start small and just focus on the areas where AI can make the biggest impact. Think about the parts of your testing process that are, the most time consuming or repetitive or prone to errors.
Yeah.
Those are like prime candidates for AI automation.
So, for example, if I'm spending hours manually writing test cases,
Hmm.
maybe I could explore tools like ChatGPT to automate that process.
Exactly. Or if you're struggling to create, realistic test data,
Yeah.
you might consider using AI to generate synthetic data that
Mm.
that mimics real-world scenarios. The
Yeah.
point is to start with a specific problem you want to solve, and then explore the AI tools and techniques that can help you address it.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about finding the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Just like with any other aspect of testing. You wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a light bulb, right? You
Yeah.
you need the right tool for the task at hand.
Exactly. And there are tons of resources available to help you find the right AI tools for your needs. There are open source platforms, commercial tools, online courses, and even communities of testers who are, sharing their experiences and best practices.
Okay, so we don't have to go it alone. There's a whole support system out there
Mhm.
for testers who are venturing into the world of AI. That's reassuring.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to experiment.
Hmm.
Try out different tools, take some online courses, and start building your AI testing portfolio. The more you learn and practice, the more confident you'll become.
This is starting to feel less like a daunting challenge,
Yeah.
more like an exciting adventure. I'm actually getting pumped to start exploring these AI tools
Mhm.
and seeing how I can integrate them into my work.
That's the spirit. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process of learning, experimenting, and refining your approach. Be patient with yourself, embrace the challenges, and celebrate your successes.
This has been incredibly insightful. We've covered so much ground today, from the basics of AI and testing to some really advanced concepts like building custom AI tools. But through it all, I keep coming back to this idea of AI as a partner in the testing process. It's
Yeah.
it's not about replacing human testers. It's about like augmenting our capabilities
Yeah.
and allowing us to focus on the things that we humans do best.
You've hit the nail on the head. AI can handle all those, repetitive, time-consuming tasks,
Mhm.
freeing us up to focus on the things that require human ingenuity
Yeah.
and creativity and critical thinking. It's a powerful combination,
Yeah.
and it's not just about efficiency. AI can also help us like uncover insights and patterns that we might miss with those traditional testing methods. Like it can
Mm.
analyze huge amounts of data and identify correlations and highlight like potential risks that we might not even be aware of.
It's like having an extra set of eyes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A superpowered brain that can just like process information in ways that we humans simply can't. It's kind of both fascinating and a little bit humbling.
It definitely is, and it raises some pretty interesting questions about the future of software testing,
Mhm.
and the role of human testers in this evolving landscape.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about throughout this whole deep dive.
Yeah.
Like if AI can do so much,
Hmm.
right? If it can automate tasks and analyze data and even like learn and adapt, what does that mean for us humans? What unique skills and perspectives can we bring to the table that AI can't replicate?
That's the $1 million question, and honestly, I think it's a question that every tester needs to be kind of grappling with right now because the reality is AI is changing the game. It's not going away, and it's only going to get more sophisticated.
So it's not a matter of if AI will impact our jobs, but how. And that can feel a little scary, right? I mean, no one wants to be replaced by a robot.
I understand that fear, but I truly believe that human testers will always have a vital role to play, even in a world where AI is like highly advanced, because in the end of the day, testing is about more than just finding bugs or ensuring functionality.
Right. It's about understanding the user, their needs, their expectations, their potential frustrations. It's about creating software that not only works, but that is like delightful and intuitive to use.
Exactly. And those are qualities that require like human empathy and creativity and critical thinking. AI can assist us in those areas. It can provide data and insights, but it can't replace the human touch.
So it's not humans versus machines, but humans and machines working together, each leveraging their own unique strengths to create better software and ultimately a better world.
I love that perspective. It's not about fear in AI, but about embracing it as a powerful tool for collaboration and progress. We can use AI to free ourselves from those tedious tasks, allowing us to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of testing. We can work together to build more robust and reliable and user friendly software than ever before.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. It's
Yeah.
made me realize that AI isn't just some like futuristic concept. It's something that's happening right now, and it's something that we can all be a part of.
Exactly. And the best way to be a part of it is to, stay informed, to stay curious and to never stop learning. The world of AI is constantly evolving, and so are the opportunities for testers who are willing to embrace this technology and push the boundaries of what's possible.
So to all our listeners out there, as you continue your journey in the world of software testing, remember that you have the power to choose your path, embrace the challenges,
Yeah.
explore the possibilities, and never stop learning. The future of testing is literally in your hands.
What a fantastic note to end on. Until next time, keep diving deep, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.